Hey there, curious minds. Have you ever wondered if there's more to our universe than meets the eye? What if I told you that scientists are discovering new dimensions beyond the four we're familiar with? Imagine a reality where dark matter isn't just a mystery, but a window into hidden worlds. Sounds unbelievable, right? Well, buckle up because today, we're diving into the groundbreaking findings that could change everything we thought we knew about the universe. Could there be a fifth dimension, or maybe even 37? Let's explore these mind-bending discoveries together. A fifth dimension and dark matter. Imagine a world beyond what we can see, beyond the familiar three dimensions of space and one of time. Scientists have recently proposed the possibility of a fifth dimension, one that could explain the mysterious phenomenon we call dark matter. This is a bold theory, but it's gaining traction in the scientific community. Dark matter, which makes up about 85% of the universe's mass, is invisible to our instruments. Yet, its presence is undeniable because of how it affects the way galaxies move. Now, what if dark matter isn't just some invisible substance? What if it's actually the result of particles interacting in a hidden fifth dimension? This idea suggests that the familiar particles we know, such as electrons and quarks, could be moving through a higher dimensional space, one that we can't perceive with our traditional tools. Imagine a wormhole or portal, allowing particles to travel between dimensions, which explains why we can't directly see them. The existence of this dimension could revolutionize our understanding of physics, helping us finally understand the cosmos's most enigmatic components. Think about it. If dark matter is merely a doorway between dimensions, then perhaps the universe is far more complex than we've ever imagined. What if there are hidden worlds out there, just beyond our reach, and we're on the verge of discovering them? The boundaries of our universe might be far broader than we think, and we could soon be exploring a new dimension in ways we never thought possible. What do you think? Could a fifth dimension be real? Manipulating time. What if I told you that scientists have found a way to manipulate time itself? Yes, you heard that right. Time as a dimension might now be within our control. Cutting-edge advancements in photonics have led researchers to explore a unique fourth dimension, not space, but time. Through precision technology, scientists are now able to change the way light behaves in a time-altered environment. This discovery isn't just mind-blowing, it's revolutionary. For decades, we've relied on light's speed to carry information. But what if the speed of light itself could be manipulated by altering time? This new development could lead to faster data transmission and advanced computing capabilities. Imagine the impact on everything from communications technology to artificial intelligence, innovations that would have seemed impossible just a few years ago. Scientists have managed to harness light's temporal properties, controlling its path and speed over time, allowing it to exist in a form we've never seen before. In a world where time seems fixed, this breakthrough feels like stepping into the realm of science fiction. But the implications are real. If we can control the flow of time through light, it might not be long before we see entirely new technologies emerge, affecting how we communicate, compute, and even perceive reality. Are we on the verge of seeing time manipulated for real? Four-dimensional crystals. Now imagine crystals that defy our understanding of the physical world. Quasi-crystals, a fascinating class of material, have just shown us a glimpse into the fourth dimension. These materials don't follow the simple, repetitive patterns we associate with traditional crystals. Instead, they display a kind of periodicity that goes beyond the three-dimensional world we know, hinting that there might be a higher dimension hidden in plain sight. In these crystals, atoms are arranged in a complex, higher-dimensional pattern that we previously thought impossible. They don't just repeat at regular intervals like most crystals. They have an arrangement that resembles a four-dimensional lattice. This discovery has profound implications because it shows us that nature can manifest complexity in ways we haven't fully understood yet. These quasi-crystals challenge everything we knew about symmetry and structure in the material world. They suggest that the way atoms and molecules interact might not be limited to the three dimensions we experience. Scientists have been uncovering the secrets of these strange materials, and the results are shaking up the world of solid-state physics. By studying these quasi-crystals, researchers are beginning to question the very nature of reality. What if these materials aren't just quirky exceptions? What if they're the key to unlocking new technologies or even new laws of physics? These quasi-crystals might just be the first tangible proof that there's more to our world than what we can see. Could they be the first step toward discovering hidden dimensions all around us? Lisa Randall and the higher dimensional universe. Have you ever wondered why gravity is so much weaker than the other fundamental forces of nature? It's a question that has puzzled scientists for centuries, but theoretical physicist Lisa Randall may have cracked the code. Her work in the field of extra dimensions suggests that gravity's weakness could be explained by the possibility of our universe existing on a three-dimensional membrane embedded in a higher dimensional space. Imagine our universe is like a flat sheet floating in a multi-dimensional sea. If gravity is leaking into these extra dimensions, it could explain why it seems so much weaker compared to electromagnetic forces or the strong nuclear force. This idea opens up a new way of thinking about higher dimensions, that they could be hidden in plain sight, affecting our reality in subtle, unnoticed ways. Randall's groundbreaking work has forced us to rethink everything we know about space, time, and gravity. By studying the behavior of particles at extremely high energies, she's laid the groundwork for understanding how the universe might be constructed on a deeper, hidden level. Theoretical physics could be on the verge of a major breakthrough, as Randall's work could provide a new framework to understand the fundamental forces of nature. Could this be the key to finally explaining gravity's mysterious weakness? If higher dimensions are indeed real, we might just be on the brink of uncovering the next great frontier of science. What do you think? Could extra dimensions be the secret to unlocking the mysteries of the universe? The future of physics could hold answers we never thought possible. The astonishing discovery of 37 dimensions. What if our understanding of quantum mechanics was about to be turned upside down? Imagine a world where particles exist in 37 dimensions, not just the three we can see, but dozens of others we never knew existed. This mind-bending revelation could be the key to unlocking quantum computing at an unprecedented level. Recently, scientists have made a discovery that challenges everything we thought we knew about the quantum world. In a groundbreaking experiment, researchers have managed to produce photons, the fundamental particles of light, that exist in 37 dimensions. Now, what does this mean for us? Simply put, photons, which we've always thought of as existing in our familiar spacetime, are capable of existing in a far more complex, multidimensional reality. This discovery opens the door to next-generation technologies, particularly in quantum computing and communication. Imagine the possibilities if we could manipulate photons in these 37 dimensions. The processing power could be limitless, allowing computers to perform calculations that are currently beyond our wildest dreams. Quantum computing could accelerate research in artificial intelligence, cryptography, and even medicine by orders of magnitude. With 37 dimensions at play, it's not just about faster computers, it's about building a completely new paradigm of computing that could change the world. This breakthrough also pushes the boundaries of what we thought was possible in physics, forcing us to ask, what else could be out there in these other dimensions? What if there are entire new worlds of information waiting to be explored, just beyond our current reach? This discovery might be the beginning of a whole new era in science, where our understanding of reality is expanded in ways we've only dreamed about. Could this truly be the future of computing and technology? Quantum computing and parallel universes. Imagine a chip so powerful that it could prove the existence of parallel universes. Yes, you heard that right. Google's development of the Willow quantum chip has shaken the world of physics, suggesting that the bizarre, mind-bending principles of quantum mechanics might actually be linked to the possibility of multiverses. This chip, which operates at the cutting edge of quantum computing, is capable of solving complex problems that classical computers can't even begin to approach. But here's the twist. As scientists delve deeper into the chip's capabilities, they're discovering something even stranger. The quantum state of the Willow chip suggests that the computations it performs may be happening across multiple realities, or parallel universes. The quantum nature of the chip allows it to explore all possible outcomes simultaneously, in a way that classical computers never could. This might sound like science fiction, but the more researchers study the chip, the more they realize that it could be giving us a glimpse into other dimensions of reality. What does this mean for us? If quantum computing is indeed tapping into multiple realities, it could have massive implications not just for technology, but for our understanding of the universe. Parallel universes have been a theoretical concept for years, but the Willow chip could offer evidence that they might actually exist. We could be living in a multiverse, where different versions of ourselves are living out parallel lives in alternate dimensions. This idea raises even more exciting questions. Could quantum computing allow us to travel between these realities? Could we communicate with alternate versions of ourselves? The possibilities are limitless. The development of the Willow chip could mark a new chapter in the story of quantum physics. One that not only redefines how we think about computing, but could also prove that the reality we know is only one version of something much, much larger. Could parallel universes really be out there, waiting to be discovered? That's all for today, explorers. What do you think? Are we really on the verge of discovering new dimensions? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed this mind-bending journey with us. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to Space Facts for more exciting discoveries about the future of science and technology. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next adventure. Have you ever wondered what the future of lunar exploration holds? Imagine astronauts walking on the moon once again, but this time, it's not just a visit, it's the beginning of humanity's long-term presence on our closest neighbor. What if the moon could become a launch pad for missions to Mars? In 2025, we're about to witness some of the most exciting lunar missions ever. From international collaborations to groundbreaking technology, the moon is set to become the center of space exploration. Are you ready to explore what's coming next? Let's dive in. NASA's Artemis program. The excitement surrounding NASA's Artemis program is palpable as we edge closer to a new chapter in lunar exploration. The Artemis mission is not just a return to the moon, it's a stepping stone for humanity's journey to Mars and beyond. The Artemis II mission, scheduled for 2026, will be the first crewed flight around the moon since Apollo 17, marking an incredible milestone. 4 astronauts will embark on this historic journey, orbiting the moon before returning to Earth. Imagine the thrill of seeing our Earth from space once again, just like Apollo astronauts did decades ago. But what makes Artemis III, set for 2027, even more exciting is its ambition to land astronauts near the lunar South Pole. This is no ordinary landing site. The South Pole is a treasure trove, believed to contain vast amounts of water ice. This ice could potentially fuel future missions and even support a sustainable lunar presence. For the first time in history, we'll be walking on an uncharted part of the moon. NASA's ambitious plans go beyond just visiting. They're focused on building a sustainable lunar presence with habitats, scientific outposts, and resource mining, all key for preparing us to explore the Red Planet. The Artemis program is set to revolutionize not just lunar exploration, but the entire future of space travel. With technology, innovation, and international collaboration on its side, Artemis is paving the way for a new era of space exploration. Get ready to be part of history in the making. China's Chang'e missions. China's Chang'e missions are pushing the boundaries of lunar exploration, and 2025 promises even greater strides. The Chang'e 6 mission, launching in 2025, will make history by returning lunar samples from the moon's far side, an area that has never been explored by humans. This mission will touch down in the moon's South Pole Aitken Basin, one of the largest and most ancient impact craters in the solar system. Scientists believe this region holds answers to the moon's earliest history and secrets about the formation of the solar system. The Chang'e 6 mission represents more than just a scientific venture, it's a step toward China's ambition to lead in space exploration and lunar development. But that's just the beginning. By bringing back lunar samples from an untouched region, China will help scientists around the world unlock secrets about the moon's composition and the presence of water ice, which could be used for fuel and other resources in future missions. China's growing space presence will enhance international collaboration, especially as it partners with other nations to share data and findings. The Chang'e program is not only about exploration, it's also about sustainability, as China looks to build on its achievements and create a permanent presence on the lunar surface. Chang'e 6 is poised to deepen our understanding of the moon and reshape the future of lunar exploration for generations to come. India's Chandrayaan missions. India's space agency ISRO has been making remarkable strides in lunar exploration, and the next chapter of this journey is incredibly exciting. Following the success of Chandrayaan-2, which placed a rover near the moon's south pole, India is setting its sights even higher with Chandrayaan-4, set to launch by 2027. The success of Chandrayaan-3 in 2023, which landed near the South Pole, made India only the fourth country in history to achieve a soft landing on the moon. This achievement has not only positioned India as a rising space power, but has also opened up incredible scientific opportunities. Chandrayaan-4 will be even more ambitious, with plans to return lunar samples to Earth. These samples will help us understand the moon's geological history and its potential to support future lunar missions. But there's more. ISRO's focus on the moon's south pole is crucial because this region contains water ice, one of the most valuable resources for sustainable space exploration. India's lunar missions are poised to contribute vital data on the moon's resources and how they can be used for future space exploration. As part of an international lunar science community, India is playing a pivotal role in unlocking the moon's secrets. The Chandrayaan missions are paving the way for India to not only contribute to lunar science, but to become an essential player in the exploration of our solar system. India's lunar ambitions are just beginning, and the next mission is sure to push the boundaries of what we know about Earth's closest neighbor. Commercial lunar landers. The future of lunar exploration isn't just about governments, it's also about private companies stepping up to the challenge. In 2025, we're going to see more private sector involvement than ever before, with commercial lunar landers like Intuitive Machines and Astrobotic leading the charge. These companies are not just launching payloads into space, they are taking humanity a step closer to creating a permanent lunar presence. Intuitive Machines' IM-2 mission, set to launch early in 2025, will land near the Shackleton crater, a region that holds clues about the moon's water ice deposits. This mission will open doors to the exploration of lunar resources that could one day be used for fuel, water, and life support on the moon. Astrobotic's Griffin 1 mission, scheduled for late 2025, is another milestone in private lunar exploration. This mission will deliver scientific payloads to the moon, including experiments and technologies that could be vital for establishing a sustainable lunar infrastructure. The rise of commercial companies in lunar exploration signals a new era, one where private enterprise plays a major role in space exploration. These companies are helping to drive innovation, reduce costs, and make space more accessible. In fact, many experts predict that commercial lunar landers will not only change how we explore the moon, but will also play a critical role in future Mars missions. The partnerships between private companies and space agencies are forging a path toward a future where lunar exploration isn't just for a select few but is a global effort. The possibilities are limitless, and the moon is just the beginning. International collaborations. As the race to the moon accelerates, international collaborations are becoming a crucial part of the lunar exploration landscape. These partnerships are not just about sharing the costs of missions, but about combining the expertise, technology, and resources of multiple nations to achieve something greater than any one country could accomplish on its own. In 2025, we will witness some of the most exciting joint lunar missions, with countries like India, Japan, and even the United States teaming up for groundbreaking research and exploration. One such collaboration is the Joint Lunar Polar Exploration Mission, which India and Japan are developing. This mission will focus on the lunar South Pole, an area that holds vast reserves of water ice, one of the most valuable resources for sustaining human presence on the moon. By joining forces, these nations will combine their scientific and technological capabilities, ensuring that the mission is as successful as possible. The data collected will be vital for understanding the moon's resources and creating a sustainable future for lunar exploration. These international partnerships are more than just about scientific discovery. They're about building a united front for the future of space exploration. As nations collaborate on the moon, they are also laying the groundwork for future cooperation on Mars, asteroids, and beyond. The exchange of knowledge, technology, and expertise ensures that all countries involved benefit, while the collective achievement of humanity is pushed further into the cosmos. The moon has always been a symbol of human curiosity and ambition, but now it's also a symbol of collaboration. And as we work together to uncover its secrets, we also work toward building a future where space exploration is a global endeavor. Future lunar infrastructure. The vision for the moon is rapidly transforming from short-term missions to long-term infrastructure. The Lunar Gateway, a project initiated by NASA, is set to play a pivotal role in this transformation. This space station, positioned in lunar orbit, will serve as a staging point for crewed missions to the moon and beyond. The Gateway will provide astronauts with a safe and reliable location to dock, refuel and resupply before heading to the moon's surface. This infrastructure is crucial for creating a sustainable human presence on the moon, and will be key in our efforts to explore Mars and other parts of the solar system. But the gateway is only one part of the bigger picture. To support long-term lunar exploration, there's a need for advanced technology that can harness the moon's resources. NASA, along with other space agencies, is developing systems to extract water from the moon's ice deposits and use it for fuel, oxygen, and even drinking water. This technology is vital for sustaining astronauts on extended missions. Additionally, research into building habitats using lunar soil is underway, as this will allow for the creation of permanent lunar bases that can support future generations of astronauts. These efforts are laying the foundation for a self-sustaining lunar outpost that doesn't rely on Earth's resources. The goal is not just to visit the moon, but to build a lasting presence that can support human life and serve as a launchpad for further space exploration. With the right technology, international collaboration, and a focus on sustainability, the moon will become humanity's stepping stone to the stars. As we lay the groundwork for this future, we're not just expanding our reach into space, we're securing humanity's place as a multi-planetary species. So there you have it. 2025 is shaping up to be an incredible year for lunar exploration. With groundbreaking missions, international partnerships, and cutting-edge technology, the moon is closer than ever to becoming humanity's next frontier. What do you think the future holds for lunar missions? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Space Facts for more exciting updates on space exploration. The cosmos is full of wonders, and we're here to uncover them together. Until next time, keep looking up. Have you ever looked up at Saturn and wondered, why does it wear that dazzling ring like a cosmic crown? What makes its ring system so breathtaking, so different from anything else in our solar system? Is it just pretty ice, or is there something deeper going on? Today, we're diving into the mystery, the science, and the secrets behind Saturn's rings. Get ready for moon battles, disappearing rings, and stories of destruction turned into beauty. Are you ready to explore one of space's most iconic wonders? Let's unlock the secrets of Saturn's rings, together. The vastness of Saturn's rings. Let's talk about size, because when it comes to Saturn's rings, huge doesn't even begin to describe it. Imagine something stretching across 400,000 kilometers wide. That's roughly the distance from Earth to the moon. And yet, in some places, it's only about 10 to 100 meters thick. That's like spreading out a sheet of paper the size of a planet. Mind-blowing, right? These rings are so wide that if Saturn replaced the moon in our night sky, the rings would fill the entire sky from one horizon to the other. You'd feel like you're living inside a cosmic halo. But here's the twist, it looks solid from far away, but it's not. It's actually made up of countless particles, from dust-sized grains to boulders as big as mountains, all orbiting Saturn at their own speeds. Some move faster on the inside track, while others lag behind on the outer edges. It's like a never-ending race happening in space. Have you ever seen something so massive yet so delicate at the same time? That's the beauty of Saturn's rings. A floating masterpiece, dancing silently in the void, commanding attention without making a sound. The sheer scale and thinness together create a kind of cosmic illusion. It's majestic yet fragile, like a spaceborne lacework shimmering in the sunlight. And that's just scratching the surface. Composition and reflectivity. Now let's zoom in. What exactly are Saturn's rings made of? Snowballs, space dust, diamonds? Well, not quite, although that last one would be epic. The answer is water ice. Yep, plain old ice, just like the kind you toss in your drink. But in space, under Saturn's sunlight, this ice reflects light so brilliantly that it gives the rings their glowing, almost magical appearance. Some particles are just tiny grains of frozen dust, while others are massive chunks several meters across. Imagine a cosmic blender full of icy debris spinning at incredible speeds. And somehow, instead of chaos, it forms perfect concentric rings. Wild, right? What's even crazier is that scientists believe the brightness of these rings means they're still relatively young. If they were ancient, cosmic grime would have darkened them long ago. So we might be living in a rare moment in Saturn's timeline when its rings are at their brightest and most visible. That's like catching a firework at the exact moment it bursts. There's also this shimmering optical illusion going on. Because these particles are so shiny, they can even reflect radio waves and sunlight in different ways. helping scientists figure out their composition without ever touching them. So yeah, Saturn's rings aren't just eye candy, they're science candy too. Would you have guessed something so cold could shine so bright? Dynamic interactions with moons. Saturn's rings might look calm and perfectly organized, but don't let that fool you. They're actually in a constant cosmic tug-of-war with Saturn's many moons. Yep, the planet doesn't just have one or two companions, it has over 140 confirmed moons. And some of them are tiny, mischievous troublemakers that sneak into the ring system and mess with its structure. These are called shepherd moons, and they literally herd the ring particles into sharp edges and create gaps. For example, the Cassini division, that big dark split between the A and B rings, that's caused by a moon playing gravitational referee. Then you've got moons like Mimas, whose orbit pulls ring particles into rhythmic waves like ripples on a pond. It's like watching gravity create music in space, moons plucking at invisible strings and setting the whole ring system vibrating. Some moons even steal ring material or hurl icy bits into Saturn's atmosphere, triggering auroras and storms. And the relationship goes both ways. The rings also feed material to some of Saturn's moons, altering their surface. It's like a cosmic sibling rivalry. Moons shaping rings shaping moons, and the whole system staying in perfect balance despite the chaos. If you thought rings were just pretty ornaments, think again. They're part of a wild gravitational ecosystem that's constantly moving, shifting, and evolving. How cool is that? Mysterious spokes and ring rain. Now let's talk about the weird stuff, because Saturn's rings aren't just beautiful, they're strange. Ever heard of spokes in a ring system? Not bicycle spokes, these are ghostly, shadow-like features that mysteriously appear and vanish across Saturn's rings. NASA first spotted them during the Voyager missions, and scientists were baffled. What could make dark streaks move across rings made of ice? The leading theory is static electricity. Yep, the same force that makes your hair stand up might be stirring up particles in Saturn's magnetic field, lifting them briefly above the ring plane like levitating dust. Imagine a massive, invisible energy field sweeping across the rings like a sci-fi force field. Wild, right? And then there's the phenomenon known as ring rain. Sounds poetic, doesn't it? But it's very real. Microscopic ice particles from the rings are slowly falling into Saturn's atmosphere, pulled down by gravity, and influenced by the planet's magnetic field. It's literally raining ring material onto the planet. Millions of tons of it every year. So not only are the rings changing shape, they're actively disappearing. That means what we see today is a temporary masterpiece, slowly dissolving back into the planet that birthed it. It's hauntingly beautiful to think about, a silent celestial show that one day just won't be there anymore. Theories on ring formation. Where did these incredible rings come from? That's one of the biggest space mysteries scientists have been chasing for decades. Some used to think the rings formed at the same time as Saturn, over 4 billion years ago, from leftover material that never became a moon. But newer evidence flips that idea on its head. One of the most compelling theories now suggests Saturn's rings are much younger, possibly just 100 to 200 million years old. In cosmic time, that's practically yesterday. So what caused them? Here's where it gets wild. Astronomers believe a massive icy moon, nicknamed Chrysalis, once orbited Saturn. Due to gravitational instability, possibly nudged by Saturn's own moon titan, it came too close to the planet and was torn apart by Saturn's immense tidal forces. The shattered pieces formed a magnificent debris field that became the rings we see today. Imagine an ancient moon sacrificed in a cosmic accident, transforming into the most stunning feature of a planet. It's like watching the ruins of a celestial world become a work of art. And get this, some of Saturn's smaller moons might actually be chunks of Chrysalis that survived the event. So Saturn's rings could be the remnants of a lost world, beautiful, tragic, and still evolving. Doesn't that make you look at them a little differently? Ephemeral nature of the rings. Here's a sobering thought. Saturn's rings are fading away. As much as we'd love to think they'll be there forever, the universe doesn't do forever. Those icy particles that dazzle us from afar are slowly spiraling down into Saturn's atmosphere, thanks to a phenomenon called ring rain. Scientists estimate the rings are losing anywhere from 400 to 2,800 kilograms of mass every second. Yeah, every second. That's like watching a glacier melt, only in space, and much faster. If the process continues, Saturn could lose its iconic rings in as little as 100 million years. That may sound like a long time, but remember, we're lucky to be alive during the short window of cosmic history when Saturn looks like this. A billion years from now, future civilizations might look at Saturn and see a dull, ringless planet. And what's crazier, the Cassini spacecraft found evidence that the rings might have already come and gone before, forming, disappearing, and reforming over time. It's a reminder that even in the vastness of space, nothing stays the same. Saturn's rings are like a celestial firework, frozen mid-burst, beautiful and temporary. If you've ever wanted a symbol of the universe's fleeting beauty, this is it. Comparisons with other planetary rings. You might be wondering, wait, don't other planets have rings too? They do. Jupiter, Uranus, and Neptune all sport ring systems. But compared to Saturn's, theirs are like faded sketches next to a masterpiece. Jupiter's rings are faint and dusty, only visible with specialized instruments. Uranus has dark, narrow rings made mostly of larger, rock-like particles. Neptune's rings are clumpy and incomplete, almost like they're still forming or falling apart. Saturn, though? Saturn's rings are bold, bright, and intricately layered. They span multiple divisions, from the dense B ring to the mysterious D and E rings, each with its own personality. And no other planet comes close to the sheer visual drama of Saturn's rings when viewed through a telescope. That's why it's the showstopper of the solar system. Think of the other rings like whispered secrets, while Saturn is singing opera. Even space probes like Voyager and Cassini were programmed to study Saturn longer than any other ringed world, simply because there's so much happening. It's the gold standard of ring systems, literally. While others might wear rings, Saturn owns the crown. Saturn's rings aren't just a beautiful sight. They're a cosmic storybook filled with drama, mystery, and fleeting wonder. And the fact that we're alive to witness them? That's a gift from the universe. So next time you spot Saturn in the night sky, remember, you're looking at something temporary, yet timeless. If you enjoyed this journey through the rings, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Space Facts for more mind-blowing adventures across the cosmos. What other space mysteries should we unravel next? Drop your thoughts in the comments, we're just getting started.